Pray, call upon me again another time. Burning the midnight oil, I see.
Nothing more pathetic than burying all your life. I like to come here.
Quiet at last.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
My sword arm could use some work. I'm in fine fettle today. Got to keep moving. I'm just grateful I get to lead a sideline. All this patrolling doesn't crumble on my shoulder.
Suppose I'm tired.
Our soldiers need better training.
Good to see you, Master.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Head will roll if water goes
Sometimes I
awry.
wonder if I'm cut out for this work. The end of my rope.
Is this the abode of the good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. I am an attendant in the service of Empress Nadinia. Her Majesty would make a request of you. Might you have a moment to hear it? You've my gratitude, sir. Her Majesty awaits you outside. Pray, follow me.
We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. There is a service we would ask of you. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city.
Though Batal has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of its Empress is widely known. I dare say even a common soldier would recognize Her Majesty. And trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination unseen.
We make for the Rose Chateau. Prithee see us there safely before dawn breaks.
Now, let us be off. We ought not to delay our departure any further.
Pray remain vigilant while escorting Empress Nadinia. We pawns shan't follow, that you might attract less notice.
Right you are.
Well, I hope.
I beg you, I need that medicine.
Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as 'tis. I shan't go selling what little I've got left to a ruddy beastren.
But my wife, she's like to waste away if I don't get it to her.
How very cruel. We ne'er imagined matters to be so dire. Is there aught we may do to aid this man?
You have a kind heart, Your Majesty, but you cannot afford to reveal yourself here, else we may ne'er reach our destination. Perhaps the good Arisen would assist this gentleman in Her Majesty's stead.
How can he do this? Without that medicine, she shan't last a week.
What? You in the market for some medicine as well? A likely story. I heard you whispering out there. You mean to give it to that beastren scum, don't you? What a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end up in beastren hands. Well, 'tis a princely sum to pay on behalf of a common beastren. But I'll take it. Can't afford to refuse a deal that sweet. The medicine's all yours.
This is the medicine I need. You give it to me, sir? Oh, happiest of days! My wife is saved! Words cannot express my gratitude to you, sir. I shall ne'er forget this good turn you've done me.
That was neatly done, Sir Arisen. His lady wife ought now recover. We shall pray that 'twill be so.
Come, we've a ways to travel yet before we reach the Rose Chateau. We ought make haste.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Doesn't it, spirits? I'm in fine fettle today.
Oi, you lot, help me. I've got a soldier on my tail. If I'd known 'twas his house, I'd have chosen somewhere else to fill my pockets, believe me.
You appear before us to beg that we abet you in a crime of your own doing.
What o' it? You're a beastren too, aren't you? Then you ought to know as well as I do that stealing's the only way we can survive in this city. Come on, help me out here. Consider it a favor to one of your kin. heartless knaves. I've wasted enough time here. I'm off. Oh, son of a...
Silence, brigand! 'Tis off to the jail with you.
'Tis a hard life these people lead, that they should be so desperate as to turn to villainy. Yet a kindness granted to a man fallen so far would do little to better his circumstances. Let us press on. We have arrived at last. Thank you kindly, Sir Arisen. Now, to attend to the matter for which we have come. Prithee await our return here. We are grateful for your patience. The matter is attended to. We have allies here in the Rose Chateau who offer their aid to our cause in secret. Namely, to create a place where the beastrons of Vermund may live in peace.
Were it to come to light that Batal has provided aid of any kind to Vermund, there would be a scandal, and all of Her Majesty's good deeds would be unmade. Thus, Her Majesty must work in secret, offering her support from the shadows. But let us not linger. I have arranged for an ox cart to meet us by the statue of the Arisen.
Do you know before whose likeness we now stand? 'Tis that of Rotheus, founder of Vermund. Oh yes, 'twas none other than a beastren who gave rise to this kingdom. Yet, in spite of this history, our people find little welcome here. Quite the opposite, as we have witnessed this night. Past wars twixt Vermund and Batal have done much to worsen beastrons standing here. This we cannot deny. Yet as ruler of a beastron nation, we can do no less than long for the day in which our people will be treated kindly wheresoe'er they may tread. And we would be remiss not to pray that the future you envision, as predestined ruler of this domain, shall be in alignment with our own. We bid you good night, Sir Arisen.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
This is my favorite place in all
When
of
does my watch end? Clean forgotten.
One of these days I'll buy myself a manor.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. The sun climbs high.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol. Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
This is my favorite place in all the town. There's always something fun to do.
Soon as my shift's done, I'll walk through the town.
I've just about had my fill of this ruckus. What I need is customers who stop by the
This begs consideration. I'll stop before a customer comes along.
Not sure what they
Naught
expect.
but fries,
No
babes.
cook, am I?
Only fools and
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I cannot help but be wary after all I've seen.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me. That tyrannical Sir Ludolf thinks he can do whatever he likes. And, well, mayhap he's right. He had the Watchhead himself sent off to fell a Dullahan.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily.
Let me get that. As I've said, my husband has left to slay a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I can't tell you when he'll return, so you'd best visit us another day, sir. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just afore Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you. You must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
Just about anywhere.
Here, if you please.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
I shan't allow any further harm to come.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Follow me. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early ripping gets the worm, as they say.
Impressive, Master.
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Outstanding.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot? I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Could you come over here?
One might confident any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Master, are you unharmed? I'll gather this. It might be of use. Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid! If you words!
This looks as good a place as any.
Here, if you please. Follow me, Arisen.
Slim pickings of late.
No respect for this.
Measured in my clutch.
Could you come over here?
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Methinks I know where that is. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I suppose we'll just have to go where we're bid. Good thing we're used to thinking on our feet.
I espy a hobgoblin!
That was superb, Arisen. Over here, if you please. We have reached our destination.
If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place.
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Right, just follow me.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
This way, if you please, Master.
I got the foggiest.
But I believe we can reach our goal all the same.
If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place.
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. We have no means.
If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place.
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. We've got goblins!
We cannot be too careful.
Even notice or even help.
Well done, Master.
Rest assured, Master. You'll hear nary an idle word from me.
Material.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Hold it! Get back here! Hold it!
An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Here, if you please. There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat. Truly? Your magic's a fake and must be recast. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Right where I was, Dogma.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
You ought not to go charging off alone. Don't be such a worry wart. I know what I'm doing.
No, not like that. We need to go closer in.
Got the enemy right where I need him.
word with caution. Lord said our best.
Can't get behind it.
I'm safe. Thank you, Arisen.
You? What are you doing? I have not thought this time. Hold fast, soldiers! All is not lost yet!
Let us see what you're made of. A flawless execution.
Shall we inform Lady Margit of our success?
Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our...
I can hardly believe it. I fought a Dullahan and shall live to tell the tale. But, fie, I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive, but I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case, and when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. Oh, it will be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
My thanks, sir.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Let me get that.
Speaking of which, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
You've my gratitude.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Could you come over here? Nice place this. I'm in no hurry to leave. We've arrived.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
You actually managed to protect Sir Gregor from the Doulahan. You may well be stronger than my own master.
Splendid.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
How kind of you.
I thank you.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I am pleased to find you in good health. I dare say I could forget all. How might I aid you, sir?
Well now, is that the Arisen I espy? Who am I? I assure you, it matters not. Yet I should be e'er so glad if you would do me the honor of accepting this staff. Why, had you not heard? Today is a day of gift-giving, my good sir. Upon this occasion every year, the noble personages who attend this masquerade exchange gifts to deepen their bonds. Thus do I present you now with this staff. Pray, take it. 'Tis of fine make, I assure you. The finest, in fact. Now, I must away. As it so happens, I'm in a bit of a hurry. May fortune smile upon you, friend.
Well, I say. What curious attire you're wearing. This is for you.
My sword looks good. Nary a new face. I ought not neglect my duty to the townspeople.
I must confess, I do not think I could endure this sort of occasion if the drink did not flow so freely. You understand me, don't you? Go on, take it.
Here I might reflect.
The occasion demands we forego boorish inquiries.
I hope the sovereign shall be well enough to dance anon.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
I do so enjoy these nights of gaiety.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold. Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet ache from dancing.
You're certainly dressed to impress. Simply ravishing. This is for you.
I find dressing for these occasions awfully tedious.
I find it liberating to hide my face for a time.
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
What am I to do with myself all day?
Let us forget the dragon and dance the night away.
Well met. Quite the party, eh? Take this if you would. These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Surely these extravagant...
Lords and ladies, I beg your attention. I have just received word from the sentries on patrol. We have reason to believe that a thief is lurking in the masquerade hall. Though I am loath to do so, I must ask that everyone wait here. Know also that I shall be stationing sentinels around the venue. We will strive to bring an end to this matter post-haste. We have confirmed that an item has been stolen from the masquerade hall. Namely, an artifact known as the Paragon Staff. As such, I must ask that you allow us to examine your possessions before exiting the venue. The search will be conducted in the main hall. Pray make your way there now. And should you have some suspicion as to the culprit in this sordid affair, you've our permission to subdue them. We humbly ask for your cooperation in the arrest of this slippery fiend.
Best to remain sober. Much to be done on the morrow.
Mystifying.
How ought I to proceed? Pray wait quietly. We shall endeavor to resolve this matter with all due haste.
What's this now? Mercy! It was me. I stole the staff.
You've made your choice. To jail with you!
Many thanks for your cooperation, sir. Owing to your capable aid, we were able to seize the culprit forthwith. Many thanks for your cooperation, sir. Owing to your capable aid, we were able to seize the culprit forthwith.
What business have you here?
Wait for the new equipment to come.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
I've got to focus. Shift to logistics. What ought I to do?
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
No trouble. Blessing. I could see myself.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Nary a dental scratch.
'Tis good to be reunited.
Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to good use.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. Loath as I am to recall the events of the coronation, they are fresh in my mind still.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Here we are. Let's go be in the thick of things, mate.
Times are hard. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Hail, Arisen. 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
Good master! Goblins!
I could have done no better.
It's a bit early to be thanking me. Get me yet remains!
Well said. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. It isn't far. Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction.
You have my protection.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. I cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Here, if you please. Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen? We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Could you come over here? Good. We're here.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Open to enlist, then? No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for the rest. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. How very Vermundian of them. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have now. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military. Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
You have my support.
Here, if you please.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
We shan't fall if we remain calm and watch our footing.
Careful now.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
This way, if you please, Master.
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing!
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Tis no great shock to me. I shall hit the fiend in place!
Splendid. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
If we mean to continue to our destination, then permit me to alter our route. We've a shorter one available to us. Could you come over here?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Here, if you please.
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. Right you are. That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your rotation proud.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Could you come over here?
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. We might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
There's no great shock to me.
Like that! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Here, if you please.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Could you come over here? That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Where the Saurians?
over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I quite agree. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Let me get that.
Here, if you please.
A long road lies ahead. 'Twould behoove us to employ an ox cart, if you...
I've got wares of every ilk. Isn't an easy life, but I enjoy the travel. Hope to see you again ere long.
No response!
This is more than I budgeted. Just make it quick.
How do you like that?
Leave off!
Could you come over here? Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe.
Grant you an elemental boon.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed. Here, if you please. Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
Got the enemy right where I need them. Don't let up!
A wise strategy.
No mercy!
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Right, just follow me. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
You have my support.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the ring.
These fiends will resurrect so long as their souls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one. you come over here?
I'm crushed. Pick that up. Don't go soiling yourself there.
Would the box carts were a bit safer, and a bit swifter too.
It's preferable to walking it, that's for certain. Focus your strength, Arisen!
Bear in mind that the group will seek out women with unwavering resistance.
Such single-mindedness is no enemy. But not necessarily equal to handle.
Methinks the beast felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Our focus is lost off balance. Grab hold, strike to the ground. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Here, if you please.
Undead!
Splendid breakfast diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best when we combine.
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Truly? I'm safe. Thank you, Arisen. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
'Tis as you say.
Follow me. I grant you lightning's fangs.
Rest all my equipment. Oh.
Could you come over here? Follow me, Arisen.
Reinforcements?
Would that we had such resources.
You have my protection.
Here, if you please.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I suppose 'tis so.
We cannot break it from this side.
Perhaps. Could you come over here?
There's adventure to be had if one seeks it.
Right, just follow me. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Here, if you please. We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
The rules at your deck. I'm off to the tavern. I could see myself
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Shall we get some rest then? All I've learned, I shall turn to your service, Arisen.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. The sun climbs high.